What's up, guys? Welcome back. So those of you who follow me over on Instagram might have noticed that I have started tying dry flies lately, and I'm really having a blast tying these tiny flies. And I can't exactly remember when it was, but a few days back I tied this little moth here, and you guys really seem to like it and requested a tutorial. So here we are, ready to tie the very first dry fly on this channel. I might have shot myself in the foot a bit here with naming it a coast fly because, well, I don't know, maybe this could catch a sea trout on the coast. So without any further ado, let's jump down and tie this little moth. Okay, so let's get this one tied up. Get your thread going. Now the thread I'm using here is from Vives, which is this one here, this 30 denier, GO2 it's called. Super thin and very strong as well. So if you're looking for a good strong thread, which is thin enough to tie on a size 12 or 14, maybe even smaller hook, this is a really good one. Now the hook is from Arex as usual. This is the Fresh Water series, a barbless, and this one is called the FV501. I will leave a link down in the description so you guys can go and check it out. So get a small base layer going here. Then I want to grab some of this 2mm foam and cut up a strip from the side here, just like this. This gives you something like this. A little piece of foam. Tie that in on top here. Down the bend just a little bit. Then I want to have some rib on here, some sort, just to give it a little bit of bling, I guess, and a little bit of segmented, a little bit of segmentation to it. Just tie that on underneath here. And move your thread up. So now we are approximately 2/3 up the hook. Grab this foam and then just work your way up. Careful you don't cut it on the hook point there. I want this to taper a bit, so just run it over itself a couple of times like this. Cut off this piece, I don't want that. Get the rib going. just like that. Then I want some kind of legs on this one here, and I kind of like these pre-knotted pheasant. This is pheasant tail, and these are pre-knotted, as you can see. So I'll grab 3 for each side. Just so they are dangling off the back here. Get 3 more. I even have to turn the vise a bit here, so sorry for that, but you will see how it looks like in a minute. Get those under control. Now these fibers here I want to use as thorax, so flip those back over, kind of flatten them a little bit, and tie on top of those so that they're pointing backwards, just like this. Then you want to grab some of this deer hair, cut off a piece of that. Now it is kind of hard to describe how much you need of this, but as I'm always feeling my way when I'm tying flies. But I guess a pencil thickness of hairs will do the trick. Cut these off. And then you want to remove this, it has some finer hairs in here. Pull these out. I even have this fancy little comb from CNF Design, which you can run through there and catch them like that. And I want to stack these, so that's why I removed that that under fur there. They tend not to stack as well if you leave it in. Put these in my stacker here. Tips first. So now they are lined up. Really nice there. Grab these. These I want to tie in so they are roughly the same length as the hook shank, which is around there. Get the thread back there. Make 2 turns before you tighten that down. snip off this excess that you don't need. Now there might be a smarter way to do this. I am by no means an expert in dry fly tying, but this is how I made it the other day, so that's why I'm showing it to you exactly the same. Then I just take my time here and clean this up a bit. There we go. I think I want to tie this a bit more towards the front here, around here. Just like that. And clean this up a bit. Make sure the deer hair is placed on top here. And as you can see, I've left a little bit of room in front for the whip finish and the pheasant feathers here. Then I want to grab some of this SLF spiky dubbing. This is a really great dubbing for all sorts of things. I use it all the time. So get a small amount on your thread here. And cover up these buttons you cut off. Fold the bucktail a bit, not bucktail, but the deer hair, fold them back a bit, and then get a little bit of dubbing up in front of it so it helps it stand up like this. Like that. Now this is something called a split wing method or fly, which means that I will be splitting this top wing here into two equal parts. Pull them to the side here and then grab these . Pull them down in between that wing, catch it with your thread in front here, pull that tight, I think I even want to tie a little bit down on top of that to really secure it, so fold these back once again. Let's see if you can get a thread wrap in there. I think it might be too tight, everything here. Here we go, got it. So these aren't going anywhere now. cut off these. So now what you're left with is something looking like this from the top. This is what it looks like from the bottom. Kind of want to eat this myself. At least if I were a trout, I would eat this. So now there's left is just to clean it up a bit. You could make or I guess I could make a whip finish at this point and fish it like this, but I am a perfectionist, so I like to tidy things up. So make a small head there. Remove the excess. Pull it back. Now that's why I love this thread, because it allows you to really clean up your flies without building up a massive head up in front here. Make a couple of whip finishes. I think 2 will be enough. Really pull that tight. Cut off the thread. And then just have a look underneath it here. Now I want this to lay flat on the water, so if there are any hairs on the belly here, I will just trim those off real quick. So here we go. This is one finished moth kind of thing. I think it looks cool, and it will definitely catch something. So try that one out. Okay, so that was it. I hope you dig that little moth, and I'm pretty sure it will catch something somewhere. So tie up a few, and if you do catch anything on it, feel free to post it on Instagram and tag me on your picture, so I can see that what I do here has brought some kind of value to someone out there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure you do that, and also check the links down in the description, and I will see you guys next week.